The reading of Victor's will provided some good laughs this week on General Hospital. And the Metro Court Pool is once again open for business, marking the summer season on the soap. Anna became the latest causality of the writers, who decided to destroy her career. And we are finally getting somewhere with the long-stalled Mason storyline. Victor's last words, and their lasting consequences. Victor's video was as over-the-top as he was, but it set the stage for some new storylines and mysteries. Spencer was left a safe deposit box key, which Victor teased would secure the future of the family. On Friday, he and Trina found that it contained all the proof they needed to nail Esmond for the revenge porn and almost killing Oz Haggerty. If this all seems too good to be true, it probably is. In the tease for Monday, Trina is asking Spencer what he's keeping from her. Possibly the fact that Victor offered to doctor the evidence against Esmond that Spencer needed to get Ace away from her. The deed left to a Kassadine property in Chechnya that Victor left to Nicholas seems like a promising storyline. Laura is already wondering if Nicholas could be hiding out there. Of course, we know he's not. As does Ava, who did everything she could to dissuade Laura from digging into it. But Laura's determined to go there, and Valentin offered his aid. As they took a stroll down memory lane, which involved Valentin once shooting Nicholas and leaving him for dead, Valentin once again told his version of the story that it was in self-defense. I like Valentin, but at this point, he's told that lie so many times I think he has convinced himself it's the truth. As for what, or who could be at the property, this has the potential to be the next big adventure for Laura and the company, just as long as it doesn't turn out to be Count Dracula, aka Stavros. The Russian nesting dolls Victor left Alexis actually was a sweet and completely unexpected gift, even surprising Alexis. However, in his next bequeathment, he took a potshot at Sam, to whom he left a deck of tarot cards so she might be lucky in love. That felt like a clue regarding Drew somehow. Unless they're going to bring back Billy Miller, Scout is the only way I want to see Sam and Drew interacting at this point. And why were Christina and Molly left out of the will? Then again, they've been pretty much ignored by the show until recently. Victor leaving Valentin the finger was the highlight of his will for sure. The photo of the gargoyle left to Ava was the most cryptic of all. And after what feels like months, the show finally returned to the fact that Mason is holding the secret about Nicholas over Ava and Austin's heads. He's also finally let them know what he wants, and that's to use Ava's family connections. At first, I was really excited, thinking this was about the Jeromes. But alas, the preview for Monday made it clear Austin's interested in Sunny. Somehow this feels like it's going to circle around to the Pikeman storyline. If that's the case, Mason can just go away for a couple more months. Mason, and whoever his boss is, presents a great chance to shake things up and bring in either a new villain or bring one back we weren't expecting. The biggest shocker of Victor's was his exposing Anna's past as a double agent, thereby forcing her to resign from the WSB. I was unaware this was still a huge secret, given the number of times Anna has told people about her history with the DBX and Faison over the years. Perhaps nobody outside of Port Charles knew of Anna's double dealings. The writers already blew up Anna's life with He Who Shall Not Be Named. So why blow it up all over again? Seriously, Anna just helped save the world, and this is the thanks she gets. I'm sure the writers have their reasons for taking things in this direction, but I feel extremely let down right now. They should have gone to Maury. So the DNA results proved what everyone pretty much guessed, that Curtis is Trina's biological father. Many viewers suspect that Ms. Wu tampered with the results as she offered to do, but if she had, it would have made more sense for Taggart to be confirmed as Trina's bio-dad. Ms. Wu seemed eager to get Curtis out of Port Charles for some reason, perhaps so she has more control over the Savoy. Still, if I were Curtis, I'd get a second test done just to be sure. The whole reveal felt underwhelming emotionally, save for Taggart's heartbreaking response when he was alone in the elevator. Then again, General Hospital dragged this story out longer than needed, so we already pretty much knew this was the direction it was going, and thus no real bang for the buck in the end. While the DNA reveal was fairly civil, the real drama was between Curtis, Portia, and Jordan. As I noted in last week's column, Curtis has become a hot mess. He's fallen off that moral pedestal he's been on for a while now and into a pit of sewage. Fortunately, Jordan wasn't about to be dragged into the garbage with him. Jordan went from a zero to a hero in my eyes when she let Curtis know she wasn't about to be strung along while he figures out which woman he wanted to be with, and she was moving on without him. Yes, Jordan, yes. She delivered my favorite scene of the week when she walked out the door of his house. And while I currently can't stand preachy Portia, Jordan was right. She deserves to know the truth that Curtis is conflicted between the two of them. The backstabbing bunch. A while ago, I pondered that Dex and Joss might turn Sonny in after Michael dropped his vendetta against him. Joss was poised to do so this week in order to give the feds what they want against Sonny in return for getting her mom, and Drew off the hook with the SEC. But that didn't happen because Dex didn't have a copy of the file to give her. Not only that, Dex told her if he had it, he wouldn't give it to her because it would make her a party to the Pikeman mess. Damn. Points to Dex for shooting Joss down, even if it was only to protect her. I think many of us feel this all wasn't just about saving her mother. The fact that it also saves Dex and screws Sonny over would have been a threefold win for her. But now Joss has put the bug in Michael's ear to rethink his revenge plan in order to save Carly. I've had issues with Carly's actions for a while now, and the fact she never faces the consequences, but I've got to give her major kudos for standing up to Joss and Michael, and putting her foot down when it comes to turning on Sonny to save her own skin. Listen to your mama, children. However, something tells me they aren't. And now that Carly knows what Michael's done, things look like they are going to get really dirty, really fast. Given we know Pikeman is working some type of black ops mission for the federal government, the ammo Joss and Michael have against Sonny could potentially backfire on them big time. Just like the drama with Anna, this isn't something the government likely wants out there. It would be some cosmic karma that if everything goes to hell, it's Sonny that ends up saving not just Carly, but Michael and Joss too. And if Mason, and whatever family he's involved with, is a part of this, Michael and Joss could wind up putting their entire family in the line of fire. Of course, this is just my speculation, and none of this could go down this way. But I bet most of us are guessing Joss or Michael will disobey Mama Carly's wishes. That's all I've got in terms of my opinions this week. Please leave your own in the comments. Oh wait, I forgot. I have one last thought. Gregory and Alexis are still boring.